Hey there, it's Jesse. So, as you've seen in the past, if you've followed any of my videos around buying properties, the phrase think like an investor, buy like a homeowner is something that's I'm passionate about. I want people who are considering to buy to not only think of it to meet their own personal needs and obviously create those memories over time, but do it with the analysis of it's got to financially make sense, right? That it's a smart investment and it's something that will make you money over time and put you on that path to financial freedom. So, I got a new opportunity in Westmont, which is a great suburb in the DuPage area that is going to be a fixer upper. And the videos I've done in the past have been on multi units or other areas. This one, it's a great school district at a very affordable price. And I think somebody who might be renting or living with family, this could be a very affordable opportunity, an easy way to get into the housing market, create some create some instant equity, design the home to meet your needs, and whether that this property becomes a rental down the road or you sell it and obviously make some money and buy a bigger home in the future. I think this could be an option for both those. So I'm going to get into some of the numbers and hopefully you find this helpful. Okay, here is the property at 3902 North Washington Street in Westmont. Now, like I said, it's at a good price. It's at 155. So that's 155,000. It's a three-bedroom, one bath at just over 1,200 square feet. Um, as you can see right here, it's been on the market for almost 200 days. So that would tell you that they're probably going to be open to negotiations, especially that we're in the middle of November, so we're going to head into the winter. So most people are motivated to negotiate and work through a deal. Um, Here's your property taxes, just under 2,900 for so very low. There is a quarterly HOA, which is kind of interesting. You usually find that in associations and not in kind of a single family type of residence, but maybe there's some common element or shared. I think actually this one might be on a well, but not a septic. So maybe there's something to do with that. Maybe that's part of it. So, um, okay, the one thing I'm looking for here that I was wanting to show you. Oh, there's no garage. That was something to point out. Looks like it's just parking, total of four. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the pictures and then we'll go to location. So here's the photos. Just expand this a little bit. Clearly, these pictures are from, it's been on the market for a while. This is probably last year from these photos. Um, if these are from last year, who knows what the condition of it's deteriorated even further, if this stuff's still there or not. But this thing, you probably have to touch every single room, right? Doors, walls, ceiling, flooring. Now, the good news is, because I've been in properties like this, because it's only 1,200 square feet, even though it's a lot of work in the property, because it's a smaller space, there's going to be limited exposure, right? It's not going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars because if it's all new, it still isn't going to equate that much. So, and if you're in a entry level home, of course you don't need the nicest of nicest finish, right? You can still get some off the shelf cabinets. You can do quartz or granite tops with nice stainless steel finishes and still come in at an affordable price, right? And of course, you can get a laminate hardwood looking floor that looks very real, but still a little bit more affordable than actually real wood and even more durable, right? So, um, backyard. Can't tell by the roof, but even a roof on something of this size would probably only run you, 12, $15,000 tops would be my guess. Exterior from this shot looks to be okay. Maybe some repair right here. So all in all, we'll get into some of the budgets, but that's the photos. Obviously, it's something you'd have to walk to get some real numbers put together, but I'll give you an estimate. Now we're going to go into location. Let me click on this map. Pan out a little bit. So if you're familiar with the area, it's north of Ogden Road. south of the expressway, 88 and where 355 intersect, and then west of 83. So kind of in this little pocket here. It's a great area. I actually have a property not too far from here, south of Ogden, off of Belmont right over here. So I know the area. It's a good area. Once again, the school rating. That's what I was trying to find. Let me go back down. Pretty sure it's on here somewhere. There we go. 10 out of 10 for the high school, 6 out of 5 for the junior high, and then the elementaries 6 and 8. So great schools. And then looks like it price dropped recently from 189 to 155 back in April. So like I said, they might be open to another price drop. So let's jump into some of the other numbers. So I want to talk about, first of all, rents in the area. Okay. Let me go to Westmont. So actually, this one it's 3.3. So a little bit smaller, but kind of similar. That's 2,500. Let me see if I can remove these boundaries. We said it was kind of in this pocket, right? 83. So let's zoom in here. There's one for 2,500. It's a 3.2, but much smaller. Cross the expressway, 2,700. 2,800. It's a 3.2, but smaller. 3.3, a little bit bigger. 3.2. So I would probably, to get into 3,000 or 2,800 is much bigger. The cheapest thing here is 2,100, but it's smaller, right? So you're probably really around 22, maybe 2,300 would be my guess. What fair market rents are for the area. So what I'm going to show you is an illustration between buying and what your carrying costs were versus renting. Okay, and what the investment looks like long term. Okay, so right now we have a 155 purchase price, and in this area, fair market rents are, I'll call it 2,200. Now let's look for sold properties in this area. Okay, we got a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. Here's our property coming up here on the right. Let's kind of pan down. Oh, I guess I was off on my little map here. I was looking at rents below here. Let me jump back real quick one more time. I think I was a little south of where. Okay, so this 2,100 probably is a good comp, actually. So, where is it? Oh, they don't have photos, but ours is a little smaller. Or excuse me, ours is bigger. This one's a little smaller. So maybe 2,200 is right. So now let's go to sales. Zoom in a little bit. Okay, this is our property that we're talking about, the 155. So we got a 350, 350, 399, 425. Let's look at them. Here's 299, 320. These are clearly superior, right? 350. So I would probably put this thing all fixed up somewhere between this 290. 300,000. This is a little bit bigger, detached garage. So this is probably pretty close as far as a number. So maybe we'll use like 295 as our estimate. So rent 21 to 2,200, fixed up value is probably 295. So here's how I do the math, right? We want to look at a fixed up price of 295. Rent's a 2,200, let's call it, and your cost is 155. So you take your 295 minus the 155, unless you can negotiate lower. So that has a $140,000 of equity from what you're buying it versus what it's worth fixed up. So now the renovation budget's what's in between. And like I'm saying, on a house of that size, you're not going to need that much money to fix it up. My guess is probably 70 to 75 maybe to fix it up. So let's jump into some real investment numbers, okay? So I have the address and I have the 225, which 225 would be your 155 purchase price plus 70,000 in work. But I'm gonna go ahead and make it 75. So let's call it 230 would be your all-in cost, right? Rents, we said were up 2,200 in the area. Renters insurance, 3% increase moving forward for rents. Here's your property, 230. Property taxes, homeowners insurance, tax appreciation at 2% over time, and just maintenance costs. This is that quarterly repairs and HOAs monthly. Oh, that's what that other cost plus that HOA. And then let's talk about the loan program. A loan amount, actually, go back up here real quick. 230 minus 3.5% would be around 220, 221. Oh, yeah, it's right there. 221,950. Using this as an interest rate. And let's look at the analysis. Okay, go to the top. Got a cough here real quick, excuse me. Okay. Year one buying, principal and interest, taxes, insurance, total cost is around $2,004. If you're renting, remember it was $2,200. So out of the gate, it's more affordable than renting in this area, which is great. But the real excitement is, keep in mind, I told you that the comps in the area were close to 300 or 295. So if you're into this thing for 230, your instant equity out of the gate, 295 minus 230, your instant equity is $65,000, right? So as soon as the work's done, this property is 65,000 in equity. And then over time, you do a 9-year horizon. First of all, you've saved yourself almost $52,000 to $53,000 in savings in your monthly cost, right, to live there versus paying rent, and rent increase over time. And then you pay down your mortgage $28,289, and then the home's appreciated $122. So all these boxes are green, right? 52, 28, 122 for your net positive gain after 9 years is almost $168,000. So this one's and this is not even including that $65,000 instant equity on top of it. So when it's all said and done, this property, I would estimate after 9 years, you'd have almost $233,000 of equity. So this one is a great deal, something I would strongly consider. There's a lot of room for fudging the numbers in the construction and room to go over budget and still have a significant instant equity. And once again, in a great area, great schools, convenient location, those sorts of things. So if you're a renter and you're considering buying but not sure if now's the right time, or if you can't find the right house, this one would be a good one to check out.